want to take you to the mountains, where state wildlife officers are capturing gray wolves, reportedly in Oregon, to bring back and reintroduce to Colorado. It comes as one lawsuit to stop this plan has failed and another is still pending. Your reporter in the mountains, Spencer Wilson, has been tracking this story since voters approved the reintroduction in 2020. Well, tonight he walks us through the challenges for organizations in charge of bringing wolves back.
Considering the federal lawsuit has already been heard and dismissed, but there is a second lawsuit that both intends to delay the re-release of wolves into Colorado. Still kind of up in the air at this point, even though that second federal lawsuit doesn't have its first court date assigned. That being said, Colorado Parks and Wildlife says, unintentionally, we heard this in court while they didn't necessarily want to tell us, that they're putting the plan into motion today on Sunday and could be back in Colorado as soon as Monday.
So here's what we've learned in court from CPW, even though they weren't planning on telling us this. Crews are headed to Oregon today to track down wolves with the help of Oregon Fish and Wildlife. If the weather is good and the wolves are easily tracked, they could possibly get up to 5 wolves darted and loaded and take them back to Colorado to drop them off tomorrow, Monday. They're allowed to take 10, but can only transport 5 at a time. Colorado law said they need to reintroduce 10 to 15 before the end of the year, so this would be the minimum to support the will of the voters. And yet, even as this happens, there are people who are fighting the reintroduction. CPW confirmed that rancher Don Gittleson, a rancher near Walden who's unintentionally become one of the main figures of the controversial decision due to having his cattle attacked multiple times by wolves already roaming in Colorado, had a calf likely attacked by another wolf just last week. He said that it's time to put those 2 wolves who have attacked his ranch several times down. The first lawsuit to delay wolves was sponsored by ranchers like Gittleson, frustrated with the situation they find themselves in.
We spend so much time out there trying to protect the babies, from everything, from sickness, cold, just trying to get them on the ground right. And the stress that comes on with that is enough, in my opinion. I think there are going to be more issues that come up, more harms, recreational, camping, people out hiking with dogs, mountain biking. There's going to be a lot of things that come up that really haven't been addressed.
But supporters say those challenges have been studied and will be addressed. They say change is tough, but it's for the greater good of Colorado.
Wolves are not being inflicted. Wolves are being brought back by vote of the people under a carefully crafted ballot initiative and law that goes to great lengths to make clear that the economic and emotional concerns of the agricultural community will be addressed, not just through financial compensation, but to many, many tools to make it possible for both ranches and wolves to thrive.
While the fact that there's a potential for a delay of wolves being reintroduced to Colorado is still out there, considering there's another federal case that seems awfully similar to the other case that was already dismissed, the fact of the matter is Colorado Parks and Wildlife says that they have collars on all the wolves that they'll be re-releasing into Colorado. And so in the event they actually do need to pull them back out, they can go find those wolves and then re-release the wolves in Colorado. In Summit County, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado First.
And Spencer is your reporter for all things happening up in the high country. So whenever you have a story idea, you should send it his way through cbscolorado.com or by giving our tip line a call.